Welcome to this V-Ray feature short demonstration. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the VRayFur and how we can use it to create procedural fur and grass using the GPU. In this scene, we have an environment containing a field and a donkey character. We're going to use VRayFur to create characters fur and the grass for the field. Let's open up the render settings and make sure that active shade is set to VRayRT. We'd like to render on the GPU. For NVIDIA GPUs, it's recommended to render with the CUDA engine type, so let's choose that option and click the render button. Let's select the character and apply the VRayFur modifier. By default, the fur is equally distributed over the whole object and also has a random color assigned to it. We can assign a material to the VRayFur modifier. Let's assign a V-Ray hair material, which I have prepared earlier. You can find out more information on how to set up the hair material in the displacement and hair tutorial. Next, let's tweak the fur modifier parameters so we can achieve the look we desire. They have self-explanatory names. For instance, the length controls the length of the fur strands and so on. Let's adjust the length to 5 cm and set the thickness to 0.08 cm. Since we are trying to create hair strands, we should taper the top end of each hair strand. Let's set the taper to 0.9. Once we are happy with the basic parameters, we can introduce some variation in the direction or the length of the fur. Let's set the length variation to 0.6. In the distribution section, we can control the density of the fur spread throughout the object. We can choose between per face and per area distribution. If we choose per face, we can specify how many hair strands to generate for each individual face of the object. If we choose the per area option, we can specify the number of strands per square scene units. In the placement section, we can choose if only the selected faces will generate fur or all of the faces. In this particular example, we want all of the faces to generate fur, so let's leave the placement and the entire object option. We could also introduce a little bit of waviness in the fur by activating the curl option. By tweaking the curl radius and the number of curls, we can control how curly the fur would appear. Finally, we can plug in textures into the map slots to control all the parameters we've covered earlier. For instance, the head of the character should have shorter fur length compared to other parts of the character. We can control that by painting custom texture and plug it into the length map slot. I've prepared a couple of such textures for the length and the thickness of the fur. It's a simple grayscale texture where white color would be the maximum length amount, 5 cm in this example, and black color would be 0 cm. All of the grayscale values would represent length between 0 and 5 cm. Let's plug the texture into the length map slot. Also, let's do the same for the thickness texture. Using the same method, I've created the hair for the mane and the tail of the character, as well as the grass on the field. In cases where we need to generate a large area of fur, such as a grass field, we can use the level of detail optimization to free up system resources. It's located under the geometric detail section. Simply tick the level of detail checkbox and adjust the start distance and rate parameters. The start distance measures the distance from which V-Ray is going to start implementing the level of detail, and the rate parameter controls the rate at which the detail adjustment is applied. In this video, we went over the VRayFur modifier. We've covered how we can use it to generate hair, fur, and grass objects and render them using the GPU. I hope you found this video useful and helpful. Please give us your feedback, comment, or share it. If you'd like to follow along this tutorial, please download the scene from the link provided in the video's description. Make sure you check out more of the V-Ray feature videos and be on the lookout for new ones. Thank you for watching.